All right, welcome back to the Play On podcast. This is Jerry and Jesse. I keep wanting to say the other name. This is episode 50. This episode we have a special guest, potentially two. We were waiting on the other person to answer to see if it happens. But yeah, Jesse, just started off the rip. I almost went perfect last week when it comes to the pick'ems.
Yeah, you had a very good week. Your Hay Watches paid off.
It wasn't a
And
hate watch. It was calculated picks. I even got the tie.
all right, Jerry, let's not lie here, Jerry. We're not gonna lie to our viewers. We're building, trust with them. Let's not lie and say it wasn't a hate watch when it was.
And tell me which one was a hate pick. Tell me.
Back.
None, none. They're all calculated, bro.
Real Madrid Sociedad.
Nah, come on. That match was super close, and Sociedad hit the post like 5 times. They made a post about it on their TikTok, which was really good.
Still a hate watch.
Um, if any, the hate watch was Atletico Madrid versus Bilbao.
Leo versus PSG.
That was just wishful
That
thinking.
yeah, okay.
We went over it in the pod, how Lil hasn't been since like 2021, and
Yeah.
yeah, I told you even then I was like regretting the pick at that point. Yeah, that one was tough. Gotta admit. But nonetheless, I got 13 out of 15. Jesse got 5 out of 15. Tough week for
Yeah.
Jesse. But hey, it's I brought you down because yeah, you're going on the road for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. We all have our weeks. That's a beauty of the game. It's never what you expect.
It never is. But yeah, this week we have a boatload of matches. Champions League knockout is back, Europa
Yep.
League knockout, and your favorite one, Conference League.
Yeah. It's crazy that we have Conference League only because of a certain team for certain reasons.
Hmm Did we even? Yeah, we made the pick for you.
Yeah.
I forgot. But even then, we threw in CONCACAF what is it? CONCACAF Champions League. It's a
Yes.
huge matchup. I'm surprised they even have it that early. Well, huge in a way, but
Hmm.
we'll talk about it when we get to it. But yeah, we're gonna start off the rip. The first match is Bruges versus Aston Villa.
Yes.
We have a Bruges team that is very surprised to be here, probably a dark horse. A lot of people wish they would win against Aston Villa. With again, Aston Villa made a huge investment in this winter transfer window, so we'll see if it
Hmm.
pays off.
Yeah, and expect that investment they did in the January transfer window is exactly why I will be picking them because I believe Marco Asensio he looks rejuvenated ever since. He left Real Madrid. He was kind of stagnant with PSG, rotating a lot. And now he looks alive at Aston Villa, and Marcus Rashford looks like, the young promising kid that he once was.
Yeah, I picked Bruges, dude. I think the power of the home side, especially, I know that everyone's going to turn up for Bruges. So I think it's going to be a tough matchup for Aston Villa in general. We'll see how they handle it. Again, I'm just going off of the home side. I think the atmosphere in that stadium is going to be different, especially because it's a round of 16 against a Premier League club, which a lot of people praise, but let's be honest, Premier League is not the best. Yeah, I'm surprised you're picking Premier League, even though you're like a Premier League hater.
Jerry, listen,
Logic.
listen, I lost last week, so of course I gotta go with my logic. I can't hate watch all the time. Gotta put up some numbers.
I'm not blaming you. Like again, Villa made a huge investment. I think they made a lot of good buys.
Yeah.
I'm going with the atmosphere in Bruges. I think it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a hard win.
Then next we have is Dortmund versus Lille at the Yellow Wall, Signal Iduna Park.
And I'm going against my gut, dude. Normally I would pick against Dortmund, but I'm taking Dortmund this time around.
Yeah, I picked Dortmund. Kovac has been playing better football that we've seen this year. It still seems like a weakened Dortmund side, but I'm betting on the talent of Jamie Giddens. He looks really good. He looks like he's probably going to be scooped up in the summer, or if not that, some other point in the future. He looks like the next top English talent that's actually good, because he plays outside of England.
I like Gittins. Yeah, I think yeah, again, it's another atmosphere place. Like going against the yellow wall, it's all Barca barely scored three. They had to score three in order to win. Real Madrid in the past, they had to score multiple goals and even concede a couple goals to even win
Hmm.
in that stadium. I don't think Lowe's going to be prepared for that. And being again, Dortmund has kind of experience. They went to the final last year. So they kind of have that knockout experience. Lille, I think they're still a little green, and we'll see how they handle it. But yeah, I'm taking Dortmund.
Yeah.
Gideon said, like you said, is you gotta watch out for him.
Yeah. He's looking like a future promising like superstar type player.
Hopefully, it doesn't turn out like Jadon Sancho, which Jadon Sancho has like sparks in his career, but still not the consistency we want. And hopefully, Gittins can uh, get that consistency that other players have failed to do.
It's all about making that certain move. Going to making the wrong decision, going to the wrong club can derail your career completely. Just
Definitely.
like just like Sancho Anthony going to Man U proved not to be the smart choice.
hmm Gotta go where you fit. And
Yeah.
the next matchup is PSV versus Arsenal. Probably one of the most interesting matchups because Arsenal is they're in a rough spot right now.
And that's exactly why I picked PSV. Not because I'm a hater, I
Mhm.
am, but because Arsenal are playing with Mikel Merino at striker, and it is doesn't work. They don't look offensively anywhere the type of team that you would expect for being in the second spot in the Premier League. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. On like straight up PSV, I think has he's gonna have Arsenal's number. They're gonna surprise them for how good they played. Again, Netherlands clubs this year for some reason are doing fantastic. Probably the biggest benefiter of like this new Champions League format because
Hmm.
they're completely showing out, and there's like two of them in this knockout round. So yeah, I got PSV. I think they're a really good squad all around, like solid overall. And playing at home, you have that advantage. I don't know what's gonna happen in the second leg, but as far as the first leg, I think I do have PSV winning that game.
Yeah. Then moving on to probably the biggest match of this, Champions League round. The Madrid Derby, Real Madrid versus Atletico, first leg in the Santiago Bernabéu.
I think we know who you're picking.
Yes,
Uh,
obviously Real Madrid.
I got this game going to a tie, dude. I've seen them too many times. I don't know who has whose number this year. Like it's been like back and forth. I got a tie.
See, honestly, I would have been more, you know, confident going into this tie, but Valverde's coming off a hamstring injury. He's probably going to force himself to play,
Yeah, he
and
just
that's
got
what
cleared.
yeah, and I'm worried because, like I've previously mentioned, he's played every game, he's played every minute, he's been everywhere on the pitch for us, and I think if we do lose him, it's gonna be like emotionally hard for us. Plus, I still don't trust that defense, and we lost Ceballos, and there's like no one else to plug and play for that spot except for Luka Modric, who at 39 he has those sparks, but not consistently anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you. I like I said, I have a tie. We'll get to why I have a tie right now with Atletico Madrid. But as far as Real Madrid, I don't know if you saw the lineup this weekend when they played Real Betis. I didn't. I wasn't a fan of it.
It doesn't look. It's like I mentioned. It's a small squad. Ancelotti doesn't rotate. It doesn't look good.
Um,
Eh,
and what's it called? It didn't help that Mbappe had probably his worst match of all season. It wasn't again. It wasn't good. He couldn't even control the ball. Maybe the rain had a factor into it, but like Betis players were controlling perfectly fine. And even then, Vinicius again, that he had a horrible match. I didn't even know he was starting.
I think Vinicius is probably the worst off because he's been non-existent for like since the turn of the year. There's like moments like pe some people will say the man of the match against Man City. I even said it. I don't think he was man of the match. I think he got it for other reasons, but he hasn't been playing up to like the label of what he's been say. Because remember, he lost the Ballon d'Or and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna prove it."
10
He
times
hasn't
better.
proved.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't proved it. And this is the moment to step up. The team's gonna need him even more because I think it's looking, it's gonna be him and Mbappe in the two front because we're gonna go with the 4-4-2. That's what all predictions look like. And then Rodrigo's actually gonna be on the left wing, so
Yeah.
he might be. And we know Rodrigo in the Champions League is a different type of beast.
But we'll see
And
how
now,
that works out though. Because if it's Rodrigo on the left, I'm assuming they're playing Vinicius and Mbappe as a striker, right?
yeah, and then Brahim on the right,
Yeah, but those two players tend to favor
drift
the left
towards the
side.
left.
So we'll
Yeah,
see how it works out, specifically when they're adding another person to that left side. It's gonna be
I
like
think.
it's gonna be an interesting setup and for Ancelotti to see how it goes. Because I don't think it'll work if they play like that.
The thing is, I expect probably Rodrigo to play the best because he's gonna be playing from that left wing, and he's probably gonna be the mo. I don't even think it's gonna be like left wing. I think he's more likely gonna be playing that number 10 role.
Mhm.
So I expect him to be creating a lot more chances because he's gonna be the creative spark. Because I think he's gonna start with Tchouaméni and Camavinga to try to settle that defense. Because I think it's gonna be Asensio, Rudiger, who also Rudiger, he came back from injury and he didn't look that great against Betis.
No, he pretty much has a
And
whole fucking hamstring taped to his fucking leg.
yeah, so and I think he's going for those two guys to settle the defense even more to, provide more support. So I think it's gonna be a tough one because I we all know Simeone and Atletico, they know how to attack your weakness.
Yeah, and again, they came off that great midweek performance against Barcelona where they were up 2-0, down 4-2, and then they make the effort to come back. And then on top of that, beating Athletic Bilbao, who like Atletico made look like a horrible team, let's be honest. I was
Yeah.
watching that game and Bilbao had like I think they had like one good attack where it hit like the double post. But other than that, there was nothing else. Like they completely eliminated them, even with their like backup squad.
And Julian Alvarez is finally starting to shine like we all expected him to. I think somewhere he has like already 30 goal contributions in the season. He he's outshining Holland this season, and it's showing that, it was a mistake for Man City to let him go. And even so cheaply, because it was like only 80 million, and now reports are saying that like Man U and like other teams are trying to buy him for like 130 million. And
Tired of
I
hearing
think
about you.
yeah, and it looks like he's gonna get even better because he's barely getting accustomed to the Simeone system.
Yeah, and two, like Sorloth, he gained confidence because he scored against Barcelona again. So it's a big thing. What is it? A big game player. We've also seen Sorloth out in Madrid when he scored 4 goals. So I want to see what kind of lineup they come out with because I think Madrid is just completely in form.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, our next match is Feyenoord versus Inter Milan. One of the more interesting matchups. The Netherlands clubs have been eliminating every Serie A club, and this is the last one standing. Who do you got?
I went with Inter. I can't go against Lautaro Martinez in the knockout stages.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's just a super experienced squad. I don't think they're gonna let this game slip out of their hands. Yeah, and they know how to play away in away matches. It's that simple. Lautaro is different. Çalhanoğlu's gonna do something. De Marco, they're just stacked all around, and yeah, Feyenoord is gonna find out that there's levels to this. I think Feyenoord is gonna start missing Santiago Jimenez. They would have wished didn't sell him right away.
Yeah, it's just different. Once you reach the later stages, even if for a smaller team, the momentum and things like that can only get you to a certain point, talent just hits different when you're going up against such a massive difference in comparing these two squads.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely. I think it's probably Inter's probably last chance with Lautaro. I'm having a feeling that Lautaro might make a huge move somewhere, but we'll
Really,
see.
I feel like he stays because he's already been there for so long and he's like been their captain. I think he stays there to be like an Inter legend.
We'll see. He's bound like Inter's bound to like accept a huge offer if the offer is big enough. But yeah, we'll see.
Then
Next match, what is it?
the Bayern derby from Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen at the Alliance Arena.
What do you got?
Surprisingly, I've got Bayern Leverkusen.
Give me the tie, dude. Yeah, last time these guys met up, they finished 0-0. Some would say Bayern got lucky with Leverkusen not cha completing those chances. But being in the Alliance Arena, I think there's a huge chance for a tie. Both teams might score. But we'll see. But yeah, Leverkusen is known to start owning these matches.
Yeah, I hope Leverkusen destroys them because I am upset, Jerry.
But
I'm very upset.
oh, you are white. Oh, we're both wearing all black. Why is that?
Because my dreams, your dreams have died. Harry Kane has it looks like he's gonna get his first trophy this year, and it's a sad, sad day for me
Let
because
me start playing sad music if I can. I don't think I can.
Yeah, he's getting a league trophy. It looks like Bayern Munich's gonna run away with it. It's sad, really, because the way they've played, but even though this year the Bundesliga has not looked great, but even then Bayern has looked like the worst Bayern we've seen in like 20 years.
So it's surprising how like how they're still gonna win it. But yeah, it looks like he might get a trophy, and it might be the Bundesliga. But yeah, I'm not a super fan of how they're playing. Um, Vincent Company, I think they got a narrow win this past weekend as well. I can't remember, but it's not simple. It's not a simple solution for Vincent Company to try to beat Leverkusen. How did they finish in the first leg
Of which the
of like the Bundesliga season? Because I know Leverkusen knocked out Bayern Munich in the DFB Pokal 1-0, but I can't remember who won the first matchup in the Bundesliga.
Give me a second. I got
Unless
it
that
up.
was the second. This was
They
the second.
September 28th, they drew 1-1.
See, it's in my cards, dude. And yeah, it's gonna be a tough match. I don't see if they someone does have to win, it's not gonna be by a lot. It's not gonna be like a huge debacle like 4-0, 3-0, 2-0. It's gonna be one by one goal.
Nah, Bayern Leverkusen's gonna hear my sorrows and then they're
They're
gonna destroy them like 5-0.
gonna make sure he doesn't get a second trophy.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Next match is Benfica versus FC Barcelona.
Yeah, and for this, I'm going with, logic and reason, and I'm picking Benfica because you know what? They're playing at home. They've showed that they can give a game to Barca, and they were unlucky to concede some of the goals. They just lapses in judgment, and this time they're gonna come correct, and they're gonna win the game.
Stop it. Give me Barcelona. You guys already know. I'm a huge Barcelona fan. Yeah, that Benfica game was a fluke, like you said, but it was a fluke because they got two penalties off of errors from Barcelona. Unforced errors, keep in mind. So that game would have never gotten they should have never gotten that many goals. I think Barcelona's gonna come in ready, especially with how they've been playing. So give me Barcelona.
Nah.
Easy win, easy win.
Then we have probably the most ex I think the most that people are can be excited about PSG versus Liverpool. First leg will be at Paris at Parc des Princes, and I'm going with PSG. The form Ousmane Dembele in is currently is crazy.
Yeah, at this point, I can't even hate watch, dude. I have to go PSG just because they're playing so fucking good. Um, I want to know how many goals they've scored in the past 7 matches or like the past 5 matches, just because it's been so many goals.
Yeah, Dembele is hitting those this current form that we've only seen like Ronaldo and Messi hit because I think it's like averaging like 2 goals per game or something like that, close to that. It's insane, really. And I don't see how he doesn't cook the Liverpool defense, especially with Trent. And then the left back has been an issue all year long for Liverpool. I I think they get cooked.
Yeah. Dembele, they called me and Charlie crazy for saying he was better than Mbappe. Right now, he's showing he's at his level, if not better. And it's just the start of the year, dude. Again, I just pulled up the stats for PSG's past 5 matches. They have scored. Well, past 6 matches, but this one, they have scored 26 goals in total. No, 25 goals in total, and they've only conceded one, three. They've only conceded 3 goals in the past 6 matches. So that squad is completely worked to a T. This is what we're talking about since like the beginning of the Champions League. Like PSG was, we thought was the front runner of winning this
Yeah,
competition.
even since last year, ever since we knew Mbappe was leaving, we just thought the chemistry would be so much more better for the team because they have talent. We pegged Barcola to have a breakout season. It hasn't happened, but the talent's still there. Ousmane Dembele is hitting his stride, and then they still have Lee Kang-in. They have Gonçalo Gomez. They have so many attacking force, but their midfield
It's
is
even better.
insane. Yeah,
But I was gonna say the Barcola thing. It's not like he's not having a breakout season. He was having a great first half of the season, but now it's just Dembele stepping it up.
but yeah, it's crazy. Even their defense and name wise, it's also really good.
Mm.
I don't see how PSG is not the favorites for this. This might be the year they finally, win the Champions League. But yeah, it's a PSG is a scary sight to see right now.
Yeah, and like you said, the defense, like that was the biggest question last year. Like if their defense could hold up, and they couldn't. This year, like it looks like they can, especially with the healthy Nuno Mendes, who's constantly had injury issues for the past like what 2 years, but now he's like having a full healthy season. And then we
Hmm.
know how Hakimi good he is. And then Donnarumma too. Like his only question mark is like his decision making coming outside. Like if you do early crosses, he'll probably tweak out and concede a goal. But again, they have world class everywhere in that pitch.
Yeah, and it's not just their starting 11. The players they have on their bench ready to come in they're also like it's almost a like for like replacement, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. So I think Liverpool's gonna stumble and they're gonna get knocked out from this. I have PSG winning both legs, to be honest. I'll say it right now.
Yeah, same.
Next one is from the CONCACAF Champions League. It's on Wednesday. Big matchup. Chivas versus America. I have America winning. Jesse,
I
who do
have
you have?
America win.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
it's
it's
a it's El Clásico for Mexico, and it's crazy because it's like two polar opposites currently.
yeah, I was gonna say it's an interesting matchup just because I wouldn't say Chivas is doing too horrible. America just had three great tournaments. They won, if you guys don't know, they won three titles. They've won the past three titles in a row. Some may say treble or three-peat. But it's not like Chivas is doing too bad. I've been seeing them. They have a very good defense. They don't score too many goals, but they have a good defense. But America just has like the powerful offense. That's the thing. We'll see how they do.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Cendejas and Fidalgo.
hmm And it's interesting because they're gonna face. There's a two-legged affair for this CONCACAF Champions League, so they're gonna face each other again next week. But
And then
also in the league, they're facing each other actually this Saturday, and we actually have it again.
yeah, so it's gonna be 3 games straight. It's crazy. It's like having Barcelona Real Madrid for like in a week 3 times.
Yeah,
That's how it
definitely.
is.
I think I don't know if you remember, there was a point of I forgot what year it was, but it was like that. But it was Real Madrid and
Yeah,
Barcelona, Copa del Rey, then League, then Copa del Rey again.
I think it was in Mourinho's first year, I want to say. It was like 2010, 2011.
Then it happened again. I forgot when.
And literally the next year or like 2 years. It,
Well,
it
it's
it was like it was
yeah,
during that Jose Mourinho time. Like I swear there was like a El Clásico like 6 times a year, and it's probably the most intense and entertaining to watch. Because
yeah, it was. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
no, I was just trying to think of something else, another word to describe it.
Yeah, it was super intense and not fun if like your team's losing, but thankfully Barcelona won.
There's also a lot of fights.
Mhm.
Back then the teams actually did not like each other.
Yeah, and especially after seeing each other like twice, that third game, you're pissed that this guy's like either locking you down or constantly following you, talking shit. So it must be super annoying if you're a player.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the players, the coaches were even getting in that.
Yeah, so it was fights everywhere. But yeah, we have that matchup. Check it out. It's a decent matchup. Then we have what is it called?
Europa League
hmm First
with
match is Real Sociedad versus Manchester United.
yeah, and I'll go with Sociedad.
I'm right with you, dude. Like like Man U, I don't. They
I
just
don't think
lost to
we
Fulham.
yeah, I don't think we need to describe it. Man U's probably the worst form we've seen, and it's crazy because we didn't know they could go lower.
Yeah, to the point where like they're like down there with Everton, and Everton's having a decent season, and that's a lot to say because they were about to get relegated last season.
But it's crazy because Everton's had point deductions. They
No
haven't been able to
money.
spend money, no
Mm,
money because they're building a new stadium, and yet this is like a $1 billion squad for Man U, and they're in the same spot.
yeah, it's
Goes
crazy.
to show you can't win a title. You can't buy a title.
You can't. Next match is also exciting. It's Ajax versus Frankfurt. Ajax has this 16-year-old kid. I forgot his name. We looked it up after the podcast, but I forgot his
I
name.
li I literally I think I told you, but I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we can skip it for now, but yeah, he's a center mid. He's exciting to watch. They're playing in Netherlands, so I'm taking Ajax.
I'm gonna be watching this one because I'm interested because we are linked to their left back slash center back, Joel Hato. He's like an 18, 19-year-old promising prospect, but I still think Frankfurt will have enough to win.
I think they're gonna miss Marmoush. That's my biggest thing, especially like getting thrashed from Bayern. So they're like, it's not like they're constantly winning matches. They've lost. Then they also lost against Leverkusen this past weekend. So. Yeah, they're not in
Yeah,
good form and not in good spirits.
they'll get it, Jerry. Trust, trust, trust.
Next match is Roma versus Athletic Bilbao. I am taking Roma.
Yeah, I went with the draw because I don't know. I just felt like a draw. It was a gut feeling.
I'm taking Roma just because they're the better team right now, especially with Dybala's on the pitch. It's like a huge like level jump for Roma. They play a lot better. He was a difference maker last time in the Europa
Mhm.
League, and he'll be a difference maker again. Athletic Bilbao, they let me down against Atletico Madrid, so I cannot trust them.
Yeah. Then we have is Spurs versus AZ Alkmaar.
And I insisted to have this match because I think AZ Alkmaar is uh is a really good team from what I saw last time on the knockouts of the playoffs. I think they have what it takes to knock out Spurs.
And I picked Spurs because they are my favorites to win the Europa League.
That's interesting, Jesse.
Yeah, I like to live my life dangerously, betting on a complete gambling thing. It's
And
like rolling a dice with Spurs.
speaking of gambling, there's Copenhagen versus Chelsea. You insisted on this one. I took Chelsea, and why did you pick it?
I picked Copenhagen because hate watch purposes because I currently have an agenda against the whole Chelsea. And at first it was only in the Premier League, but then they lost to Brighton in the FA Cup, so now it's extended to every competition.
You're fucking hilarious. Christ, this is in here. And then there's Chivas versus America again on Saturday. Uh, we both picked America, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might just completely shut them down. Next one is a fun one because it's U2 versus Sidemen.
Yeah, the YouTube All-Stars versus the Sidemen on Saturday. And I think we both went with Sidemen.
Yeah, we did. YouTube
Yeah,
think we can't trust YouTube, bro. We
well,
can't.
first of all, we don't even know the lineups, so that's complete crazy that we're just picking it. But we saw that YouTube has only beat the Sidemen once in like however how many games they've had. So we felt like it was just a safe bet.
Yeah, it looks like the Sidemen take it more serious, especially like the players that end up playing with them. I don't know if anyone's actually seen the matches, but if you go back to it, like yeah, there's Toby who takes it serious. I think they had forgot who, but either way, just in general, there's like a bunch of people that played football. Sidemen, I mean not Sidemen. YouTube TV is gonna take like Kai Cenat, Speed, who's actually pretty decent. He's an athlete at least, but then they're
But
taking
he can't score.
yeah, he can't score. But then they're taking Phantom, who, to be honest, not the best athlete, and then XQC last year was the goalkeeper. So if he's the goalkeeper again this year, yeah, it's shocked.
Yeah. It just I was looking at the names that were released and nothing was awe-inspiring. I think their best chance was like a couple years ago when Noah Beck was there because he was, the only one that actually played soccer. But yeah, I think it's shocked.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's an interesting match though.
I don't doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be entertaining at least. Next one is Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. Manchester City in the
Yep.
Premier League.
Yeah, 3 versus 4, and I went with Man City.
I went Nottingham Forest, clearly in a better form. Man City, you don't know what you're gonna get out of them. Either the one of like they're back, or it's like, oh shit, they're ass.
Yeah, and I'm betting that this time is good, Jerry.
Yeah, we'll see. Next one is the Battle of Mid again. It's Arsenal versus Manchester United in Old Trafford.
Yeah, and I went a little crazy with this one because I picked Man U.
You're literally saying how it's $1 billion squad and they ass worse man you. They're down there with Everton.
Listen, Jerry, certain hate watches can't be stopped.
How would you even pick between these two? Don't you hate both the clubs?
I hate Arsenal a little bit more because the fans are more annoying. I don't see it as much from Man U fans. Maybe because I ignore them or I block them, but I don't see it as much compared to Arsenal fans and their delusion.
Yeah, I took Arsenal. I think it might be a free one from Jesse. But if it's not, the gamble paid off for you, I'll commend you.
Then we have Fiorentina versus Napoli.
Yeah, we do. It is a good matchup. Napoli, who hasn't been too great though. They've been
Yeah,
tying a lot and like dropping a lot of points recently.
and because of that, I went, well, not just because of that, my boys, La Viola, Fiorentina, I'm backing them again, like I've done before, and they're gonna get me that win, Jerry.
Yeah, give me Napoli. Eventually, it's got to pay off, dude. I've been picking against them a lot. I got the tie last week. Maybe I'll get it this week as well. But yeah, I think they have a good squad. Just been super unlucky.
Yeah.
They kind of slowed down from like the first half of the season. So yeah.
And then we have Juventus versus Atalanta, which is going to be a very big match because potentially could be an audition for Gasperini because he's being linked to the Juventus job.
hmm You're saying that Thiago Motta's job has been in question, especially after being knocked out from the Champions League and the Coppa Italia. Yeah, and it doesn't look like they're gonna win the league anytime soon because
No, they're fourth.
yeah, Inter has a pretty decent lead, and I think they're battling right now with Napoli. But yeah, Atalanta could try to make a push for that title race, but I'm taking Juve with you.
So, yeah, I can't back. I gotta back my boys.
Yeah, and playing at home too, I think is a big factor. Atalanta just tied too, it's against the lower side. And I think the Juventus could easily take advantage of their form right now, especially like there's turmoil we talked about last episode, how the coach threw people under the bus, Lookman, and yeah, it can't be the spirits can't be too high after that.
Yeah, and then we're ending the week off with West Ham versus Newcastle.
Yup. And I went with Newcastle. My boy Isak got unlucky this past weekend. I think he's gonna come back to multiple scoring games, and this is gonna be one of them.
Yeah, I went with West Ham. Come on, you Irons.
Yeah,
I
dude,
don't know.
you're just trying to satisfy Bazinga.
Yeah, sure. That's the reason.
Nah, West Ham is I think probably my biggest disappointment this season. I don't know. They're just way too bad from how good we praise them. I was
Yeah,
expecting a lot more from them.
yeah, but no, but that was with Lopetegui in charge. Now there's Harry Potter in charge.
But how much can he actually do? I think if anything, he'll probably do more next season compared to like this current season, Jesse.
No, 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 no.
He's got to
He's gonna
take
get
off
it
that
done.
trash from Lopetegui, like his trash system from their heads, dude. Like they're like he's got to lobotomize the players at this moment in time. Hell, they could stop
No,
playing like that.
no, Jerry, you gotta trust the vision. Trust the process.
I don't know, dude. But yeah, I'm taking Newcastle. I went 13 for 15. Take my picks. Tell them don't parlay them, just take them. Yeah, there's a lot of good things in there.
And this will be the end of this segment. Next time after this short thing, we'll be back with the guests.
Yeah, we're gonna cut right now and we're gonna bring our guest.
All right, guys, welcome back for the 50th special episode. We brought in a special guest,
An
Chet.
insider, an insider.
Yes, sir.
He knows everything. He's a huge
Hell
gambler. He
yeah.
makes hella money
Welcome.
of gambling. Uh, yeah, we have Chetas to bring and give us some of his opinions. This is like a casual, what would you say, a casual's viewpoint? It's-
Eh, yeah, I dibble and dabble.
For soccer, yeah, I'd call you a casual, but for everything else, I think you're pretty locked into those. Soccer, you're getting you're dipping your toes, bro.
Uh, since the when was it? Since the 18 World Cup. That's when I've been dipping my toes.
Yeah, but we'll see. Which the first one you guys wanted to go over?
Champions League tomorrow. Who you guys got?
Uh,
Uh, Go ahead.
for which games do you want to talk about?
Madrid, Atletico.
Well,
I
you're
think it's
asking
at
the wrong person, dude. You already know who Jesse's picking.
who's he picking?
Real Madrid. I'm a Real Madrid guy.
Who you think is going to be the savior?
I said Rodrigo's probably going to have the most impact.
Yeah, I have a tie.
I
I think it's a good
say
tie. They kind of like back and forth.
I say Endrick's going to do something.
Hendrick?
Endrick,
When
yeah.
on the 90th minute, when he gets so down for 2 minutes,
Or Gular. Gular.
it doesn't start.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to need him.
Uh, Listen, check this. I know we both need him. The problem is that Carlo
Whoa.
Ancelotti doesn't play young players, and he also doesn't rotate well. So they're gonna come in for like the 80th minute with like 5 minutes left, and they might listen. They both have the talent to do something in those last couple minutes, but I'm not sure if they get the chance, especially when Atletico Madrid drops that low block.
Yeah, it's gonna be a frustrating match, especially for like youngsters. We'll see what they do. Yeah, but Endrick should technically be starting for Real Madrid.
Who
If they're gonna play a 4-4-2, they might as well put Endrick and Mbappe in the striker position and Vinicius on the left and of course Rodrigo on the right on the white.
The white.
But these don't probably expose in midfield because obviously Jude is starting. Oh no, he has
Jude's a
the
wild
match
guy.
ban, right? He has the first match ban. So yeah, it'll be probably be perfect because then you could play Chouameni and Camavinga in the midfield and just have Camavinga transport the ball forward. That'll be a perfect
Camavinga's gonna
situation.
Camavinga's gonna play for uh Bellingham.
Hmm.
Yeah, Bellingham
Okay,
got a he has too many cards accumulated for the last round, so he misses the first leg against
that's because
Real
he said
Madrid.
F off to the ref.
No, that was La Liga. In the
Oh,
Champions League, if you get six yellow cards, you get a match ban.
okay,
And so he
okay,
accumulated too many
Hmm.
last round. So he has to miss this leg of the Champions League, and then he comes back with a clean slate for the next round.
okay. All right. The next one, you already know, Jerry. Benfica, Barça.
Benfica, yeah.
Oh,
You're, you're picking Benfica, Chetas? That's
I
my
think it's gonna
guy.
be. I think it's gonna be a wild guy, like wild game. But Barca's gonna win in the end.
Oh, all right. Well, you lost me.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go over 3 goals.
Wait, who do you have in the first match? You didn't say who you had.
Oh, I have Madrid
Which
winning it
one?
last minute.
Which one?
Real Madrid.
Okay.
I got them winning last minute.
I was gonna talk shit to you, but no, you picked Barcelona to win as well. I was telling Jesse, the first game was a fluke with Benfica and Barcelona because
Hmm.
there was two errors that were unforced by Barcelona that conceded two goals. No, probably three, because there's the penalty,
Hmm.
the collision with Alejandro Valde, and then the own goal. So there's three goals that shouldn't have happened. Benfica should technically only have one. They scored one clean goal. But I
Okay,
have
okay,
Barca winning it. And Jesse, of course, being the hater he is, he's going for Benfica.
okay.
No,
Another,
no,
another. What were you gonna say?
no. I was gonna say there's logic behind my reasoning, but of course, it's
All
okay.
right. What's the
I
logic?
did. It's Barcelona is overrated. They're going to Portugal against one of the toughest stadiums to play in, and Benfica is got unlucky the first leg.
Jesse, this like two podcast episodes ago, you literally said that Barca's gonna win because they know what to expect.
Yeah, Jerry, it's okay. That was 2 weeks ago. Things
Caught
develop,
up, caught up.
things change.
Opinions change, but football clubs never change. So give me Barcelona. What do you got,
Who is
Chitters? You
it?
said Barca, right?
Barca, but who's
So, like tough match.
Benfica's star player?
They don't
Uh,
really have a star player. Like if you were thinking like a Lamine Yamal, no, but they have like a really good left back. What's his last
Who's
name?
their goal scorer?
Fernandez.
Who's their goal scorer?
The guy that scored that hat trick against Barcelona. I could not tell you his fucking name. Jesse's looking it up right now.
I'm looking at it right now.
Vangelis Pavlidis.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
Greek guy.
Yeah,
Pavlis.
Yeah, probably him. He scored three goals against Barcelona. No easy feat, but yeah.
Okay.
I like the left back a lot. Is it
All
the
right.
left back Fernandez? Yeah, he's really good.
You know
Excellent.
what else? You know what else? I think Bayern's gonna choke it, and Leverkusen's gonna win.
let's
Yeah,
go.
me and Jesse
It's the
both have
curse of
Leverkusen.
Harry. It's the curse of Harry.
That's why I'm wearing black because it's a sad day because
He took Tottenham with him.
yeah. Hopefully he chokes it at the end. Yeah,
But yeah, me and Jesse are wearing black because it looks like Harry Kane's gonna win the Bundesliga.
yeah. He's gonna get a title.
So
Unfortunately.
it's a sad
Oh,
day.
what? Where?
They're like 13 points clear, 11 points clear. But yeah,
Oh,
no one's really challenging them in the Bundesliga. So they have a lot of points on hand. Only a few games left. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're 9 points up, so it's gonna be tough. Unless they like completely implode, which could still happen, but it's looking unlikely. But hopefully they do, just I hope they do, finish with no trophies to keep it up.
They're not that high up. 61-53, Leverkusen.
Yeah, 61-53. What is that? 9?
Yeah, 9 points.
Still a chance.
But yeah. What about the PSG Liverpool just Chetas, what do you got?
Honestly, I hate PSG. I hope Liverpool wins. So we could get the British people's hopes up. You
I
know?
like the way you're thinking, dude.
And
Build
we
them
can
up
get
so you
their
can tear
hopes
them
up
down.
so they could, yeah, so they could poop the bed at the bottom.
So they got
Right.
their beans and toast.
And then, and then Santi. Oh no, never mind, never mind. Santi's not even in the team
Tweaking,
no more.
bro.
I'm
Tweaking.
tweaking, tweaking.
Tweaking, bro.
He's in
He
Cancun right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, it's a tough match. Me and Jesse both have PSG winning just because of their goal scoring record. They have like what 25 goals, I said, Jesse, in the past 6 matches, only conceded three. They're like they're running right at the moment.
Well, who's your guys' pick to win it all?
Uh obviously,
Biases. I was about to say we have biases.
yeah, obviously our biases would be like Dre would pick Barca, I would pick Real Madrid, but realistically, the team that looks the best right now is PSG. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
go ahead.
have the most talented team probably, like including their bench. They just have so much talent going on, and plus they don't have the crazy a schedule as we have, so they can rest players and have them fresh for the Champions League.
Yeah, I'm with Jesse. If I had to pick anyone else other than
Gavrachilia
Barcelona,
is in there.
yeah.
Gavichka's in there.
If I had to
Oh,
pick anyone else other than Barcelona, I'd probably pick PSG. Like what Jesse said, they have the huge benefit of the schedule.
oh
Um,
God, they are
so
pretty stacked.
yeah, they have Kvaratskhelia who's going crazy.
They got
What
How
is his name?
Neves. They got How Neves. Gavichka, Kvaratskhelia.
It's a tough name to say. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
but
He's
yeah,
what is he? Georgian? Yeah, he's Georgian.
yeah.
there's
They got
talent all over the
Donnarumma.
pitch.
They got the Italian stallion, dude.
Oh,
Uh, uh,
Donnarumma.
Donnarumma, Gianluigi.
Gianluigi.
Axel Tape. Who's this guy? Axel Tape at 17.
No clue. But who's been kind of quiet?
Cool.
What's his name? The French guy, the midfielder. Oh my God,
Emery.
Emery. He's been kind of quiet this season.
Yeah, he's kind of lost his spot because I know he's had some trouble with injuries, but also like dropping form, and plus the other players are just playing out of their mind. Like
Mhm.
Joao Neves is really good.
Vitinha's going crazy this season.
Yeah, so it's like really good. That's why he's also kind of been linked in the summer to maybe move abroad. I know Liverpool are trying to snag him, and same with like I think Bayern and a couple other ones.
I'll be a good buy. Not gonna lie. I'd take him any day.
Oh my God.
Whoa, pause,
Well,
Jerry,
pause, pause,
pause.
pause, pause, pause,
Pause,
pause, pause,
pause,
pause, pause,
pause,
pause, pause.
pause.
Red card.
Get your minds out of the gutter, boys. Get your minds out of the
It's a
gutters.
red.
We didn't
That's a
even
red
thought about
card.
that. But yeah,
All right. What other sports you guys watch? You guys watch UFC? You guys watch NBA?
I've been following football a lot recently. NBA, not too much.
Oh, who you got for the draft? Number
I
one.
and I've mentioned it to Jesse. This is probably one of the for me. It's exciting just because you don't know who the fuck is going where. Um, the top 10 picks I think they could be shaken up pretty badly. No one is set to have it because so does the number one pick really want to take a shot for getting what's his name Carter, even though he has a foot injury and he has to get surgery? Do you take Shador, go for the hype? There's just so many factors.
Never heard of Carter till now.
Abdul Carter.
Yeah, he's number one. I thought it was Shador as number one.
No, even Shador, I don't think he's like projected to be
He's
the number one QB.
he's
It's
not even in here, right? He's not even in the draft list, right? He didn't practice or he didn't do the combine.
no, a lot of players didn't do the combine this year. A lot of players are opting out because it's like to save themselves. Like, because if you do like a bad combine, you'll drop in spots and then you'll cost you like a couple $1 million. So a lot of them are playing it safe and saving it for the pro day when they'll be playing in like their own home facilities with like their own home players.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too much risk. And then there's a lot of people where there's scouting reports. You don't know how much like validity they have. People are saying that like scouts aren't even rating Shador as a top as a first round pick, let alone a top 10 pick.
Did it even do the draft lottery yet?
Yeah, they did. It's already set.
Yeah, this is not like the NBA where they have like a draft lottery and like pick out the names. Usually this is already set when the season's over.
Oh, okay,
Like the
so
worst team gets the worst pick,
Yeah,
the
like the
first
so
Bears
pick.
have the 10th.
yeah, I was about to say Titans have the first, the Browns,
And there's a lot of rumors that
Giants.
Titans might go down because they need a quarterback, but are they willing to get either Cam Moore or Shador or any other quarterback? I think the Memphis quarterback is rising in stock recently because he had a great combine yesterday.
Mhm.
Ole Miss.
No, there's a Memphis one.
No, it was Lucas Dort, right? Jackson Dort, I think you're talking about.
No, no,
I've
no.
seen him rising.
No, that was like the Memphis logo. I remember specifically because Penny Hardaway's in Memphis. He's the coach for Memphis basketball, and yeah, it was Memphis. And apparently, he was like the best coach, the best quarterback Memphis has ever had in their collegiate career. So he rose in the boards.
I hope first pick is Ashanti.
Same. I don't
He
want.
he had an amazing season.
There's
Same.
rumors that he's dropping.
I hope we get him.
No, 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 no. Chet does no. You
No,
know
no,
what?
no. This is the question I
Well,
asked. This is the question
they
I
need a
asked
running back.
Jesse.
They got Caleb.
They do, but I asked Jesse specifically this. I'm like, Jesse won't take him in the first round pick. He doesn't think he's worth the first round pick. But would you take him in
Right.
the second round?
Absolutely, if he's still on there.
This is a question for Jesse. What do you think, Jesse?
I
Is it really making you think that much? You wouldn't take him in the second round?
think I probably would.
But I said that it like hurt your soul saying that.
For real, he could be a good second string.
I think
No,
he'll be
but
first string. I think
But
I
if
don't
you want
know.
him second round, you have already a good running back.
yeah, yeah, but see, the thing I'm saying is we already have DeAndre Swift, but it's shown that like Ben Johnson doesn't probably doesn't want him, so he's probably we might trade him and get Jonty because that's why we're being linked to him so much. But the problem is, I think we have bigger problems than just running back. Our biggest problem is offensive line, obviously. So that's why I really want Will Campbell. I think he looks really good, but hopefully he falls enough that we could get him. But also, our second biggest
Wow.
problem is
Okay.
D line. Like we have no pass rushers, and I think we really need one. And because Monte Sweats was getting double and triple teamed last year. So we need to provide him some support.
Right now it's Khalil Mack being a free agent. It's being rumored that he's gonna come to Chicago. He has interest in coming to Chicago, but he's knowingly coming is not as the first pass rusher option, you know. He's a complementary piece.
Yeah. But my dream scenario is if we get Miles Garrett from the Browns because he said that he doesn't want to be there anymore. We get him, we get Will Campbell. At that point, I don't care if you draft John T. I don't care what happens because I think
Well, they use
that's
just
the
one
dream.
guy. You need a couple guys in the front.
Will Campbell is a monster. I'm telling you right now. He's gonna be a Pro Bowler first year, rookie year. I'm calling it now.
Guess his weakness according to draft boards.
Arm length.
They're saying he has short arms. I'm like, what? I thought like the biggest measure for like lineman was strength, you know? Obviously technique and everything, but like the biggest overall thing was strength.
Well, for tackle, they want them to have like a certain arm length, and he's short or is short than that. So that's why they're saying he's gonna be a guard.
Hmm, that's interesting. And linemen should practice with sumo wrestlers. I don't know if you've seen the clip with Michael Parsons facing a sumo wrestler and he got owned. He couldn't even move him. They should
Yeah.
start training with him. But
O linemen are really slept on. They are a good position though. But second rounders or what?
no, they're usually first rounders, right? Like if there's a really good one, they have to go first round.
Yeah, they go first round. And I think it's being shown that like O-line is like probably one of the more important positions
Hmm.
because l last year John Harbaugh took over the Chargers and the first pick he picked was O-line and it really helped.
That it did. Who would you take in the first overall pick, Jesse? Chetis? You're the Tennessee Titans. Do you trade down? What do you do? They need a quarterback. They need a lot of things because they're not going with Mayo Boy again.
I'll take Cam Morgan.
Cam
You need
Ward?
a black guy. You need a black guy in Tennessee.
Jesus Christ.
What you
Hey, ten,
mean?
hey,
You
Tennessee
need,
was the
you
first
need
team.
flavor. You need flavor, not mayo.
He was putting that shit in his coffee, bro. Like, oh
That's
my God.
gross.
Like,
You thought that
what?
was gonna hype him up.
And he got a whole like sponsorship with like what's it, the Hellman's or some shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
they sold like two with that.
Yeah, they lost a customer when I saw that. I'm going to Miracle Whip.
No, but this does make some sense there because Tennessee were the first team to deploy a black mobile quarterback.
There you go.
Mariota?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. There's actually a documentary about him. He famously got killed by his mistress because
Cool.
he was cheating.
Oh
Oh,
god.
okay.
Yeah.
That took its turn. Uh, but yeah, the Bears need a lot of they have to assess a lot of needs. Your boy Trace his name is Trey Smith, right?
Yeah, Trey Smith, he's the guard for the Chiefs. He was gonna become a free agent, but they just franchise tagged him, so we can't get him because we were linked to him.
And I know way I'm kind of happy because it was a lot of money to spend on him, you know?
Yeah, he was asking between 25 to 30 million
It's
per
crazy.
year.
Mm. Worth
But yeah,
it?
we're being linked with like the Lions guy, the guy from the Colts, who recently got
How do,
drafted and had like an injury, but yeah, we're linked to him.
that's kind of colluding, no? Like we just stole everybody's all the Detroit's coaches. So too. Kind of
Nah, it's
bugs.
okay.
How
It's
many did
okay.
we actually take? I know the
I think like
QB,
two or
wide
three.
receiver coach.
We took their wide receiver coach and assistant QB's coach.
That's two. We tried to get the old lineman coach too.
No, I think the O lineman coach went to become an offensive coordinator for the Seahawks,
Yeah, we
if I'm
tried to get
correct.
him.
Yeah.
We're poaching Chetas. That's okay. The Lions is they're dead.
They went pretty far. Why were they? They just they just took their money and run or what?
Well, that's the thing. Like it's the NFL. You gotta take the opportunities you can.
It happens every year. Like every team gets poached. Like this 49ers, their coaches get poached all the time. Like Robert Saleh was the defensive coordinator, he got poached. The Houston Texans coach was their defensive coordinator, he also got poached. Mike
Washington,
McDaniel,
all of those coaches
Mike
yeah.
McDaniel, Sean
became coaches.
McVay.
They all became head coaches.
Then
That's crazy.
even not- Cliff Kingsbury? No, right? He was in.
No, he was famously Pat Mahomes' head coach at Texas Tech, but then he got fired and he became the offensive coordinator for USC.
You can't forget Baker. He was
Yeah,
also Baker's coach for one of them, not a
he
head coach. Or it was like an auxiliary.
he was like a quarterback coach or offensive coordinator when he was at Texas Tech because he was at Texas Tech before he transferred to Oklahoma. But yeah, he became offensive coordinator for USC, and then it was like a less than like a month in before he was that coach. Then the Cardinals came in. He's like, "You want to become our head coach?" And he took the job.
Missed it.
Yeah, I take it, bro. You only get so
Hey,
many opportunities.
all right. Enough about football. UFC, big card this weekend.
I don't
Who
really
you guys
know
got?
who's fighting.
It's Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Ankalaev or something like that.
All right. Before we get into that, check this. I asked you a question before we joined. Let's ask Jerry the same question. How much money to get in the ring, Jerry, against Alex Pereira?
Oh, yeah.
Do I die?
Nah,
Uh, uh,
you just gotta do a fight
There,
night.
we don't know the outcome. We just got to be in the ring.
Yeah, 3 rounds.
yes. And you can't tap out. You can't like take a knee or anything. Like you either get knocked out, you gotta last the fight, or you're gonna get
No,
tapped
you
out.
gotta make me a billionaire, bro. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna die if I step in that ring.
Okay, now let's say you get the padding. So you get like a headgear, you get like shin pads.
Mhm.
How much?
A billion. Do you think
So
that shit's gonna protect me? I'm still gonna get CT if I take a blow to the head.
would you rather get knocked out or submitted?
Uh, Probably, I don't know. Either one sounds horrible. I know you get brain damage for both, so I already submitted. Hopefully, I don't seize up because yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's what Cheta said, but then I said that's wrong because he could potentially just break your arm because he could also submit you that way or break your leg.
But I could tap though.
What if he
Nah.
doesn't tap in time?
What if he just breaks
Yeah,
it
I have
before you?
brittle bones that might be chalk, dude. I don't know.
No, he's not going for your bones. He's going for your joints, which is
What
worse.
you said
Honestly,
when you said ta like submission, I immediately thought like a rear naked choke or something.
Yeah, but
honestly,
they have. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks, but then they forget they fucking go for the joints.
Yeah, what if he snaps my neck actually? That'll be tough.
ooh, ooh.
I don't know how strong that dude is. He probably has fucking tree trunks for arms.
Yeah, I think best case scenario for me, said I would try to get it knocked out on the first punch. Minimal
I run into it on
damage.
purpose.
Yeah.
And the first punch is in the back of the head. You're chalked.
Oh,
I was gonna say you're chalked. They better make
Well,
sure it's in the face or in the chin.
well, you gotta hope it's a punch because the Alex Pereira is known for his kicks.
You're going in and ooh, you're just gonna fucking put it in the
head
mouth.
kick, just a head kick, like
Yeah,
he did
that's
to Yuri. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, what if he
yeah,
kicks my leg and just breaks it? That'll be horrible too.
yeah. That's what Cheta said. Yeah, I he doesn't want to get. He says probably one kick and your leg just snaps like your broken femur, broken shin.
Oh yeah.
Or it's gonna be purple.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
but I would
good.
say I would taunt him like you can't choke me out. You can't choke me out, so you don't get punched. And then as soon as he grabs me, tap
Ah. All right. Wait, how much money would you gonna take? Were you gonna take?
a milli.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna try to get choked
You're
out.
not gonna die.
I'm gonna try to get choked out. I have faith that the ref that he'll make him stop.
Stop, bro. You've seen it. Sometimes they hold on to that shit.
I could be.
Yeah, I'm telling like you're tweaking. 1 million, that's it? Bro, give me 1 billion. I'm not risking it. I gotta pay hospital bills. Oh, well, it is Dana White paying you, so makes sense.
It's not. It's the guy in the suit with the glasses.
You know, it's a guy from, Squid Games, the guy that just slaps people around. It's him. He's offering you the deal.
Oh god.
Oh my God. So who do you got in the main event then, check this?
I got Alex Pereira destroying. He's an underdog for first time.
Is he? Why?
I don't know. I guess Ankalaev's really good. He's 21-1.
And he's been fighting in the UFC for how long?
I think about 10 fights, but it's because Alex Pereira is going up in weight. He's going a light heavyweight,
Hmm.
and this guy's the number one contender. But Ankalaev, last time he fought, I'm trying to remember.
Look it
He
up.
fought Rockage and he won a decision, and then he KO'd Johnny Walker. And then before that, a draw with Johnny Walker, and then he got a draw with Jan Blachowicz,
Hmm.
and then he beat Anthony Smith in the KO, and then he got decision versus Thiago Santos in 2022.
So would you say Pereira has more uh
He,
like no more better wins with like better fighters?
yeah, honestly, I think he lost against Blachowicz, Jan Blachowicz, because he was getting his legs destroyed and he was limping. He can't take leg kicks, and if he's fighting Alex Pereira, he's gonna get destroyed in leg kicks.
Yeah.
And he's a Dagestani. He doesn't know how to box. He's gonna try to box with a kickboxer.
Dagestanis are known for the wrestling too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
We'll
but
see how
he did
Alex defends that then.
boxing in Ankalaev, but he couldn't knock him out.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean Ankalaev versus Rakic. That was his last fight in October 26th,
Yeah,
and he won a decision.
give me Pereira, dude. I can't bet against him.
He's plus 170
I'm
for
gonna
that.
put some money
Oh,
down. I wasn't
that's
gonna
a
bet this
mega
week,
lot.
but I was like, I had to put something down. I'm gonna parlay that up with
No,
PSG winning. What
you're
do you
getting
mean?
greedy.
No, I'm getting
He's gonna
greedy.
KO.
No,
He's gonna
PSG is gonna
KO.
win. America is gonna win, and then Pereira's
Uh,
winning.
whoa, America, dude, that's the worst team in the world.
Stop, bro. You didn't even know what team you go
Whoa.
for Mexico.
Who do you go for then in Mexico?
Tigres. They play tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Because of
Who
Geek
you guys?
Knock, bro. He put for the hype.
Gignac and who else is in there? Who else
That's
is in the
it.
squad? No, 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 no.
No.
Gignac, um,
Linus.
Vigon, um, who's the other guy?
What's is that kid still there, Jerry? The one that
And
came over from
Noel,
Arsenal?
Noel, the freaking.
Marcelo Flores, yeah, he's still there. Not playing consistently. Last season he had a pretty good start, but yeah, he like slowly falls off because they go back to Mexico to live the celebrity lifestyle. That's the only reason they go back.
Oh, and this card also has it had Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje, but Dan Hooker broke his hand, so they had to replace him. And they'll have Rafael Fiziev fighting Gaethje, and I think they fought a couple years back. Gaethje won decision, so that's going to be another banger. Then
Dan Hooker.
they got King Green, Bobby Green,
Uh-huh.
and versus Mauricio Rufy, the fighting nerds. He's 11-1, so Bobby Green's going to get destroyed.
You think so?
They just make him get laid out. He's like their gatekeeper. He's 32. He's 32, 16-1. That boy's getting beat.
He's the punching bag. He's like, all
He
right, you
is
beat his
16
ass.
long.
That means we know you're the truth. Because this guy
He's
always gets his
32
ass
and
beat.
16. 32 and 16. Jesus.
He should just join the slat fighting competition at this point. He probably went
Uh,
off of that.
and then Curtis Blades is in the prelims versus a guy named Roosevelt.
Damn, Curtis Blade went down to prelims now? He's not even in the
Oh
main
yeah.
card?
No, he's the main prelim. He's the last prelim before the main
That's
event.
crazy. I remember the hype around him at first. Then he started getting his ass beat.
And then they got the Asian persuasion, dude. Ri Tasuria versus Josh Van. But Ri is his debut. He's 10-0. This could be a decent card.
Okay. We'll
Hopefully the
be
hype's real.
we'll be on the lookout for that then. I didn't know UFC was this weekend because there's a lot of matches, a lot
Oh,
of important
dude,
matches.
there's gonna be another one the week after, but it's gonna be booty. It has Marvin Vittori.
I had enough of them.
Yeah, he was kind of annoying.
Have
Decent fighter,
you guys been keeping up with the NBA?
a little bit.
Jesse?
Y- Yeah, just certain teams.
The Bulls?
Don't talk to me about the Bulls, Jerry.
Yeah, I was out for the season.
Why? He injured himself
Yeah, he has to
yesterday.
get a surgery, so they just ruled him out. And it's kind of annoying because I wish this would have happened, like, sadly to say, I wish it would have happened last week because they would have tanked and probably got him the number 6 spot in the draft, try to get to Cooper Flag. But now looks like Cooper Flag's out of reach, so we don't know what we're doing again.
Damn.
Yeah, the Bulls are chalked because we still have Vukovic on our team when we're not trying to compete because we traded away Zach LaVine for nothing. And then we also got our own pick back barely, but I still don't think we have other picks besides that because we trade those away. And then we still gotta give Josh Giddey his money this summer.
We the one shining light is we do have Lonzo Ball for 2 more years.
Eh,
Yeah, but Lonzo Ball's a win now type of player. He's not gonna help us
Yeah,
because
I see him getting traded.
yeah, he's gonna get traded. But the problem is, AK is how do I say this, Jerry, without getting canceled?
I don't know. Just don't say it.
He's trying to ruin basketball in Chicago because he's gonna trade him away for peanuts if we're lucky.
Yeah, we have horrible GMs, and we had huge expectations for him too when he first got into the job. But of course, being in Chicago, he's failed them. Um, you know who's not failing? The Detroit Pistons.
oh, they're honestly pretty good right now, and they have a pretty good team. Hopefully they go far in the playoffs.
Yeah, and there was a trade proposition of Zach LaVine for Cade Cunningham, but the Pistons wanted a little bit more. I think like Kobe White or Lonzo Ball for Cade Cunningham, but the Bulls didn't pull the trigger on it.
They're tweaking, and now they're really up. And who's the other guy?
Malik
Asor
Beasley, they revised his
Asor
career.
Thompson. Asor Thompson.
The overtime guy.
Cade Cunningham, he's making 13 mil right now.
Yeah, but he is his rookie scale max contract kicks in, I believe, is it next year or the year after? Because he's still this is his third year on, right? His third year on his rookie deal.
Yeah, so I think that he's gonna get extended over the summer.
No, I think he resigned his extension. It's like 200.
Oh yeah, he's making bank.
Yeah.
They
That
show their salaries in their roster.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he like after because he's currently on the rookie deal because once you get drafted, you get a 4 year rookie deal, and then around the third year, you could start negotiating for a rookie scale max contract, and I think he already agreed to it. So
Okay.
he's gonna get like 200 million, 200 or
Well,
250.
what
right
are you
now their
doing?
highest
Go ahead, my bad.
right now their highest paid player is Tobias Harris with 25.
And we're all
Them,
joking Tobias Harris when he first got there and got traded there, but looks like
He's
he's
doing good.
being a good mentor.
no,
He's
but you
doing
know
good.
what's crazy? Tobias Harris, for never being like a superstar or like a star player, he's always just been really good, like solid, has made bank in the NBA.
Oh
Whoever's
yeah.
shout out his agent.
Agent
Oh, do you guys
Agent gets
agree
him
with
out.
true. Do you guys agree with what Shea did? He's up for a huge extension, like a supermax extension with the OKC Thunder. So he recently just fired his agent and he's gonna
What?
be his own agent and negotiate that.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move
Mm,
by him because at the current situation, he has all the leverage because OKC is a small market team that he is the face of the of that team, and he, here he's all set up to sign like a supermax. I think it's supermax, but like a max
Hmm.
contract. And if he had an agent, the agent's taking up to like 10% to maybe even 20% of that contract. So if he would sign that contract with an agent, they're taking like a lot of money from it.
For
So
not too much negotiations because the price is pretty much already set, you know?
yeah, like
yeah.
there's not much to
He
negotiate.
has
So
all
it's
the
just
leverage.
yeah, so he might as well just do that now and save money at the time.
What are your thoughts on each of this?
He's playing chess.
He is, dude. That
He
agent
has
will be
funny
fucking
Instagram.
pissed. Hopefully he didn't like spend any extra money he thought he was gonna have.
Nah, he's like one of 10 players he represents.
True.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Dude, I
yeah,
probably see this like more players doing that in the future. Like maybe Luca.
I think
but
his mom represents him.
yeah, but I think the problem is that other players won't have or can be like in the same spot where he like Shea has all the leverage because he if he leaves OKC's done like they don't want another Kevin Durant situation where they like he leaves.
Yeah.
So Shea like took control of the situation and he saved himself like probably what like $35 million because and that's what the agent would have taken away.
That's crazy. All right, guys, we're running out of time. Any other closing remarks? Chet this.
Um, Rivals is the greatest game ever. You guys should play it.
He's a squirrel girl man.
Allegedly.
He has to pick a character with the tail on
Allegedly. And
it.
hopefully Chella comes on the next one.
Yeah, he texted me right now that he was falling asleep and he said he's down to do another one. But yeah, any closing remarks, Jesse?
Um, Let us know in the comments if you guys want to see this more often with us bringing in more guests. Let us know if you guys want us to bring in Chutis more regularly so you could talk to you guys and, maybe give some picks out or other topics you want to see him talk about. But besides that, yeah, hopefully my Hay Watches hit this week and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, we might have Justice bring him for like a huge UFC card because like I think that's Justice's probably main sport at the moment, or one of them. He's very knowledgeable. He watches everything UFC related. But yeah, let us know. Vizca Barca, Real Madrid. Hopefully they lose, even though I pick a tie. But we'll see what happens. Thanks, Justice, for being on.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.